Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Jade Cargill has been absent from WWE television since suffering a mysterious backstage attack on SmackDown in November last year. While many expected her to return at Royal Rumble this year, it did not happen. Rumors have been swirling that the Storm may be gearing up to make a thunderous return on the upcoming episode of SmackDown to unveil the identity of her mysterious attacker. The speculation further ignited when PW Insider recently reported that Cargill has been training at the Performance Center and would soon be part of the build-up to the show of shows. With the WrestleMania season officially kicking off, it seems to be the perfect time for the company to pull the trigger on what is currently one of the hottest storylines surrounding her attacker. Although there is a high possibility that Jade Cargill could make her comeback on SmackDown soon, the chances of it happening this week are relatively low. Even though the 33-year-old has started training, it needs to be noted that she sustained a legitimate injury, which may require some additional time to heal. As a result, it might take a few more weeks before she comes back. Jade has been quite active on social media, furtively dropping hints of her backstage attacker. This seems to be a major indication that WWE would resume that storyline upon her much-anticipated homecoming. While many believe Bianca Belair or Naomi to be the one behind the ambush on Cargill, it remains to be seen when the truth comes to light. Will Jade Cargill cost Bianca Belair and Naomi the women's tag team titles? Before suffering an injury, Jade Cargill was one half of the women's tag team champions with Bianca Belair. However, Naomi stepped up to replace her as the champion when the latter was sidelined due to injury. However, this may not have sat well with Cargill. The former star could return to SmackDown in search of answers. Either of the two superstars between the EST and the Glow is currently speculated to be her backstage attacker. During their next title defense, Jade Cargill could make a shocking return and cost the duo the Women's Tag Team Championship. It could be the moment when WWE might finally unravel the much-awaited truth. Big Jade could call out Belair and Naomi, revealing them as her potential mystery attackers. Besides, there have been rumors of Bianca and Jade breaking up sooner than later on the road to WrestleMania. Should such a scenario unfold, it could also prompt a match between the two best friends at the Showcase of the Immortals. However, the angle is merely speculation. The WWE Universe had been buzzing for weeks. Ever since Jade Cargill was taken out in a brutal backstage assault, speculation ran rampant over who could have been responsible. The dominant superstar had been on the verge of a title shot when she was mysteriously ambushed, leaving her sidelined for nearly 2 months. Now, SmackDown was set for a seismic shift, because Jade Cargill was back. The return of the Storm. As the cameras cut back from a commercial break, the WWE Universe inside the sold-out arena erupted. The lights dimmed, the bass-heavy beat of Jade Cargill's theme song hit, and the energy in the building exploded. The former TBS champion, now a blue brand powerhouse, stood atop the stage, her presence as commanding as ever. Dressed in a striking black and gold attire, she surveyed the crowd before making her way to the ring. Michael Cole and Corey Graves were as hyped as anyone. Jade Cargill is back. And you can bet she's got something to say about the attack that took her out, Cole shouted. Jade climbed into the ring and grabbed a microphone. As the crowd chanted her name, she took a deep breath before speaking. "You all thought I was done, huh? Thought someone could take me out and keep me out?" She smirked, shaking her head. "Let me make one thing crystal clear, Jade Cargill is nobody's victim." The crowd roared in approval. "For weeks, I sat at home, watching, waiting. Wondering who had the guts to attack me from behind. But see, I ain't about the waiting game. I'm about action. And now?" She glared into the camera. "I know exactly who did it." The arena buzzed with anticipation. "Who was the attacker?" Jade continued, her voice laced with fury. "So how about you quit hiding in the shadows and face me like a real fighter? Come on out." The WWE Universe held its breath. And then, a shocking confession. A few seconds of silence passed before a familiar entrance theme blared over the speakers. Bianca Belair. The ESD of WWE walked out, microphone in hand, her expression unreadable. The audience gasped, could Bianca really be the attacker? She stepped into the ring, meeting Jade's intense gaze. "Before you start throwing accusations, let me explain something," Bianca started. "I had nothing to do with what happened to you." Jade narrowed her eyes. "Then why are you out here?" Bianca exhaled. "Because I know who did." The arena was electric as Bianca took a step closer. It wasn't me. But it was someone who's been watching you real close. Someone who wants to make a statement at your expense." Jade was losing patience. "Then say the name, Bianca." "Who?" Before Bianca could answer, a loud cackle echoed through the speakers. The arena lights dimmed, and a mysterious video package played on the screen. The footage showed security camera angles from the night Jade was attacked. A shadowy figure lurked in the hallways, stalking their prey. Then, in an instant, the attacker struck, sending Jade crashing into production equipment. As the clip ended, the camera zoomed in on the attacker's face. The crowd collectively gasped. It was Charlotte Flair. The Queen's Challenge. Jade Cargill's expression darkened as Charlotte's signature music hit. The 14-time women's champion strode down the ramp, a smug look on her face. Dressed in a regal robe, she smirked as she entered the ring. "Surprised, Jade?" Charlotte taunted. "You shouldn't be." Jade clenched her jaw, her fists tightening. "So it was you?" Charlotte nodded, her tone dripping with arrogance. "Damn right, it was me. See, you came into my house thinking you could run through SmackDown without consequences. You thought you could take shortcuts to the top? Not while the Queen is still reigning." The crowd was split, some booing Charlotte while others watched in awe of the confrontation unfolding. Jade took a step closer, the tension thick in the air. "You blindsided me instead of stepping up like a real competitor," she growled. "That just proves one thing, you're scared." Charlotte scoffed, tilting her head. "Scared? Please. I've beaten the best this business has to offer. You? You're just the flavor of the month. You don't belong at my level." Jade smirked, shaking her head. "Funny. Because the way I see it, you attacked me because you know I'm a threat. And now?" She stepped even closer, their foreheads nearly touching. "I'm about to take everything from you. A showdown is set." Charlotte laughed, but before she could respond, SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis music hit. Aldis walked out with a microphone, nodding as he took in the intensity between the two superstars. "Ladies, I think I speak for everyone when I say, this needs to be settled in the ring. So next week on SmackDown, it's official, Jade Cargill vs. Charlotte Flair." The arena erupted in cheers. Jade and Charlotte didn't break eye contact, both refusing to back down. Charlotte lifted her chin. "Next week, Jade? You'll find out why they call me the Queen." Jade chuckled, cracking her knuckles. "And next week, Charlotte? You're gonna learn what happens when you mess with a storm you can't control." Charlotte smirked, then turned and strutted away, leaving Jade standing tall in the ring. As SmackDown faded to black, the WWE Universe knew one thing for sure: next week's match was going to be an all-out war.